Hello and welcome to the 16th day update for our journey to Tier 2 Rathma on the SSF Druid. I'm your host Juxtaposer, and I only speak like this because the hour right now is very early, okay? So you can see the hour. What time is it? Where I live, that's the time when I'm recording this. It is what it is. I think it makes my voice sound nice, so it doesn't matter, okay? It should be a bonus for you guys, not a minus. Regardless, let's get to the video. So on day number 16, the plan was running a ton of catalyst shards. We had about 15 saved up, so we had a lot of juiced up maps with a lot of events, and the goal was to kind of just drop a splinter. If we do drop a splinter, run it right, so that was kind of like the goal. I was re-rolling all the maps to have mods like additional chance to drop crafting materials or weapons or armors, just to maximize the amount of looting that we're doing. And relatively, I think it was a success. I'm intending on continuing to do this, especially with the tier 3 maps that are a little bit longer, so you get more value out of re-rolling them. But with that said, after a couple of days that were relatively short, because of my sleep circumstances, which are apparently not solved, on day number 16, we actually put in 9 hours. And the reason we put 9 hours in is because I'm taking the weekend off after this. So on Friday and Saturday, I will not be streaming. I will not be home. I'm taking some time spent with family and friends. And yeah, I'll be back on Sunday probably. That's most likely scenario. So on the next 2 days, there will be no updates as well. So just keep that in mind. I don't know, enjoy this while you have it or something. Or maybe don't listen on ×2, just listen on ×1 so you don't run out. Anyway, we put in 9 hours, so a lot of grind went in, and let's see what we got for it. Let me pull the video as I do. And yeah, we start doing the cows. Obviously we ran them for a lot of sigils. I wanted to run Uber Ancients as well on day number 16, and we start by dropping an amulet. And I know I've said this a bunch of times already, but now we have officially dropped every single amulet in the game. I forgot about Cat's Eye. Everybody else also forgot about Cat's Eye, so it's not just me. Only Amazons really use this, and I never play Amazon, so I didn't think about it. But yeah, we slammed it. It survived. So now we have officially dropped all the amulets. And over here, slightly later, we drop our second Zod rune, which is crazy. It's not crazy because we dropped 2 Zod runes in 16 days of playing SSF and clearing relatively slowly compared to other characters. It is crazy because we have dropped more Zod runes than we have dropped splinters at this point, after 360 or more maps, which is insanity. Somebody save me from this whole splinter thing. Please, save me. I plead. Anyway, we continue, and over here we drop a pair of Drax. We attempt the slam, because, I don't know, I wanted like a nice pair of Drax. Sadly, they slammed Life Leech, which, I mean, they have too much Life Leech already, so I don't need more Life Leech on my Drax. Over here we drop a small Istrune that's like a couple maps later, I believe, or maybe 1 map later. Just a casual Istrune. I'm starting to amass them, like we're starting to get a lot of Istrunes, so soon I might be able to exchange all my perfect topazes with Istrunes, so we get a little bit more MF, a little bit more juice out of those sockets. And over here we had our first Mendelin of the day. We of course turn it to players 8 for that extra EXP. And yeah, well, it was pretty early in the stream, so obviously we didn't get a splinter because that would be, I mean, that would be too good, right? That would be too happy. We can't have that. So we didn't get it, but we got a lot of XP for it, so that was nice. Over here, identifying some charms, we found pretty much amazing GC with 132 AR, that's the maximum amount for attack rating, and 34 life. These charms are normally not used by shapeshifters because if you just run a skill with a lot of life, you're getting a little bit more in terms of damage, and you're getting still some AR, a lot more life. So generally you don't run them, but since I'm not going to have access to high life skillers most likely, this could be a very nice alternative, also giving me a lot of attack rating in the process. So yeah, very nice charm over here that I'll consider using it once we're closer to the end. Over here we drop a unique ring during a key event, and near perfect Ravenfrost, so definitely worth a slam there. And we slam it, it gets flat life, which is a solid slam. We might use it for Rathma. Again, anything that could make up for our lack of life from lifers could be like something that would help us. I don't necessarily know that we'll need it. I don't even know what my setup will be for Rathma tier 2 by the time we get there, but for now it looks like a pretty solid piece of the gear. Over here, while going back to town, I identified a jewel and saw we got a 38 ED, 14 max damage jewel, a near perfect one for a blue jewel. So a really nice one. This will be saved most likely for our mercenary, so she can enjoy it once we get her a new bow. Over here is something which I didn't even realize in real time is we dropped the Scalders, and obviously we don't need the Scalders anymore. We have like better stuff to run with. But if you take a look, this one slammed 3 sockets. Not only did it slam 3 sockets, apparently it was a perfect one with 200 enhanced defense, 15 magic damage reduction, and 132 MF, which is the 1.5 roll for the based on character level. So I just wanted to share this because I obviously missed it during the stream. I didn't make a big fuss about it at all. This is an amazing piece of Scalders, and I will be keeping this one for sure. Oh, look at me, oblivious to the gold I just found. Over here, a bit, 2 hours and a bit into the stream, we find a Larzik Puzzlebox. This is the third box that we found, and the second one that we are currently holding. Obviously, boxes huge part of making your own gear. So yeah, I'm very happy I found that. If we find like a solid slam on a G-Bane or a solid slam on a Spirit Keeper, they definitely getting boxed. And over here we drop another Messer. My luck with Messer is kind of ran out before the SSF, which is a total shame. This one slammed 3 sockets. On ladder, we slammed like 3 of them with 6 sockets. So could be nice to see it again. We drop another amulet over here, and this is another metal grid. And over here I'm partying again before I slam it, which is always a mistake. Never party before you slam. Always slam first. So we're going ahead and we're making a little prayer. And we're hoping for plus skills, 2 max all, cannot be frozen, enhanced damage, and we get MF. And MF is actually not a terrible slam. You can technically map with Metal Grid, even on the Summoner. You just need the right item to make an Iron Golem with. You usually want to use something that gets some sort of aura. So I will consider my options as to what I want to use. I haven't found something fitting. If I had the extra Cham runes, I might have made a Pride rune word. For the aura from Pride. I'll consider it once I get more runes. Will become like clearer what we can and cannot do. After that, we took a break to craft 100 amulets, hit power amulets, and then brilliant amulets. Again, looking for these PLR amulets that could help us there in Rathma. I saved like a few others, but generally that was the only thing I was looking for. Just anything with PLR 50 or 75 on it. 25 is a little too low for me to care about. So you'll see that I saved about 7 of them at that point, I think. And yeah, mostly we're looking for stuff like Druid skills, Shapeshifter skills, all res, attack rating, specific res like cold, fire, and poison. We don't really care about lightning. Anything like this could make us very interested in it. And then we went to slam all of them. And sadly, I say sadly, this is like... Let me make clear what's happened there. We hit 2 max all, which is the slam we want, but we hit it on the amulet that we didn't care about too much. I just wanted to slam something random, so I took like a high res to the Amazon amulet, and basically it's just like a bunch of res with 2 max all, which is cute, it's nice, but it's not exactly what we were looking for. So I was kind of sad that none of the PLR ones hit any good slams. If any of them hit plus skills or 2 max all, they would have definitely been my amulet for Rathma. At the moment, I'm not sure what I will use. I kept all of them as kind of options for the future, because we obviously don't know what we're going to get. Over here in Phlegathon, we drop an F Ogre Maul, that's Windhammer. Windhammer normally is used non-F, because that's the only way you can make it to 4 FPA. I just wanted to slam it because it's like pretty cool to drop these kind of like F weapons. So I just wanted to check it out. Over here in the cows, we drop another ghoul rune, a bunch of small runes today, so it was pretty nice. I also dropped a bunch of runes and other like pull runes, so all of them kind of pile up into very flexible runes. Over here, we drop another lidless shield. We already got our second 2-skill list, but we're still chasing that free skill lidless. If maybe we can make one, that would be awesome. This one does roll 2 skills, so I try to slam it. Sadly, it breaks with maximum to cold resist, so nothing too interesting. The ring was just a Menald, so I just dropped it on the ground. And over here, again in the cows, we drop another summoning skill for the druid. Now we finally had 4 skills. I say another because we already have 3 from previous days, so our charm inventory is kind of growing. In the same map, we also draw this amazing grand charm of 9 max 69 attack rating and 36 life. I didn't say anything funny, I just said a number, the correct number, some may say. So a lot of really nice charms in this map, and another one in the same map, Shapeshifter Skiller, pretty much a plain one, not like an interesting one, but 3 amazing grand charms in one map was very, very nice to see. We drop another unique ring, and this is Dwarf Star rolls 6%, so obviously we slam it, and we're looking for things like PDR, attack rating, things like that. Flat life would be good. Sadly, it did not roll any of those, it just broke, so we dropped on the ground, but would have been nice to see. And an F Legendary Mullet. For those who don't know, Legendary Mullet can roll 2 items. One of them is the Stone Crusher, which is useless, and the other one is Schaefer, which is amazing. So it's kind of like a 50-50. Whenever you see one, you don't really know which one it's going to be. And an F Schaefer is an amazing weapon. Even on shapeshifters, they sometimes use it one-handed. It's one of the only one-handed items. But what am I even describing? Obviously, it was a Stone Crusher. It's always a Stone Crusher. Continuing in the Phlegathon, we go ahead and drop a Shaco, and we broke the last 2, so it was kind of interesting seeing if we can slam a Shaco successfully anytime soon. The answer is no, and it broke with Cannot Be Frozen, which is an amazing Shaco slam. Over here from Geed, we get another Windhammer. We got a lot of Windhammer today. I didn't even include all of them. I think we got like 4 or 5, including the ethereal one. So yeah, Geed sells us a Windhammer. It breaks, so we just drop it on the floor, and the Ghost Flame also broke, so yeah, Geed kind of scammed us. He gave us faulty items, obviously, but he would never admit it. And our Dwarf with 6% is given to us. Sadly, it rolls MF, which is completely useless on a Dwarf, because normally you never farm with Dwarf Stars, so it doesn't really matter. Over here in Ancient, Ancestral Trial, sorry, we drop another Druid Summoning Skiller, which is an amazing find. We found 2 of them in one day, making our charm inventory now up with 5 skillers. This is an amazing progress in one day. We only have 4 left till we finish our bingo card of Grand Charms. Same is true for our Shapeshifter, has already 6, so we're missing only 3 of them at this point. So amazing progress today in terms of the charm inventory. We did a really good job. We find an Arcanes, it rolls 1 to skills, and as fast as we saw it, that's like the amount of time it took me to drop it back on the ground. And this is the moment you all waited for. What do we find today? And today we have found another skeleton key. Yes, in 16 days, I've dropped not 1, 2 skeleton keys and the navigator, farming SSF, which is an insane stat. I did not think this would ever happen to us. Definitely not twice. The first one blew my mind enough, and I was speechless when it happened. I couldn't even like make fun of it, because we're just to the point where I'm just one character. I don't even have use for another skeleton key. So maybe, who knows, in the future I decide to make another character, I'll give them the skeleton key. We will see what happens. But yeah, absolutely amazing and crazy set of circumstances. And RNG decided to bless us with another High Lord, which we are very happy with. High Lords, of course, being a very useful piece for our Shapeshifter. Sadly, it slams energy, making it not very interesting to us anymore. If it slammed anything like plus skills, max to wall, ED, CBF, you know, the usual suspects, then it would have been really nice. Over here, you see me buy a bunch of stuff from Geed. I decided that I wanted to buy everything because I wanted to empty the club page, which is just like my extra stash of gold. pretty much. So I wanted to empty it for Juves, so I just bought everything. Sadly, everything that he sold us was pretty much terrible. And towards the end of the stream, we had another Geats event. We had like 4 or 5 Geats events total, like during that day. Over you can see we got a Bone Snap and the Shadow Dancers. I was kind of hoping for something else, but is what is. So a lot of duds from Geats, not a lot of interesting or good stuff. And that was pretty much it. So as you can see, we did not get a Splinter. We obviously got so many events because we used all of our Catalyst shards. Yeah, we just wanted to run them out, so now we don't have any more. I did get the chance to run Uber Ancients, but they basically dropped nothing interesting, like 0 interesting things. So yeah, and this is the reason why I wanted to empty the Juve page over here, because I don't want to keep adding to the map page. I wanted to leave a little bit space here. So I'm gonna continue putting Juves here from now on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We did a lot of progress, especially on the skillers today, both for the summoner and for the shapeshifter. We dropped a lot of nice things. We got the extra puzzle box. We got like some jewels. We got a lot of stuff done. Okay, let me tell you that I didn't farm pests because we have too much pests. Okay, we have too much. We don't have enough BSS to run the pests. But hopefully on Sunday, I'll come back and we'll go back to farming events in tier 2 maps or tier 1 maps, probably tier 2, so we can get more tier 2 sigils. And if we get a Splinter, I'll run all of these, I promise. And hopefully we find the Annie we want and we can get a nice slam on it. With that said, remember, tomorrow, the day after, no update video. I'll see, maybe I release like a video on like in 2 days, basically. Something else, I don't know. I'll think about it. If there is something you want to see on Sunday that has nothing to do with this grind, because we only do this grind live, let me know. And you can just write in the comments, and maybe if I find the idea good or that I can do it, then maybe I'll do it. And yeah, what a day. That was an amazing day. Basically, like, we just started the 3rd week, but my actual week is now ending. So I feel like at the end of a week. And yeah, I wish you all a happy whatever you're having. I will be having fun with my family. And yeah, you know, I'll see you when I'm back. I'm not going forever, probably. Okay, maybe I'm convinced that I should never come back, but I probably won't, because I love this game. Okay, I love this game and I want to finish this quest that we started. Sorry, I had to repair my gear because I saw it lacked durability. Don't judge me. Okay, everyone. Have a good whatever. I'll see you on the next video or in the next stream. And bye-bye for now.